We know the team is much bigger than the 15 players. Those guys who work in the front office, they were good people. But the most important part of the process is the players. So for him to say that is offensive to the way that I approach the game.
The game was over. Down by 9 points to the powerhouse Milwaukee Bucks heading into the fourth, the Chicago Bulls were cruising toward another predictable loss. The date was October 29th, 1984. For Chicago, it was a story they knew by heart. Fans in the old Chicago Stadium were already starting to trickle out into the cool autumn night, heads down, hopes for a new season already fading. It was a familiar feeling for a team that had become a punchline for mediocrity. In an interview years later, Michael Jordan remembered the moment. "I'd never experienced people leaving a game like that," he said. "Everybody at North Carolina stayed until the end. Most of my teammates in Chicago had adapted to the fans leaving and just figured, the game must be over." But on the bench sat a rookie, just 21 years old, playing in only his third pro game. He hadn't gotten the memo that the game was lost. He hadn't learned to accept defeat. What happened next wasn't just a comeback, it was a declaration. It was the moment a kid named Mike began turning into the legend who would forever be known as Michael Jordan. This is the story of the fourth quarter that put the league on notice and planted the seeds of a dynasty. To really get how big this moment was, you have to remember what the NBA was like in 1984. The Chicago Bulls were, to put it mildly, irrelevant. They were a forgotten franchise, floating in a sea of giants like the Celtics and the Lakers.